welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have my deck of painting update for July. I did not film one for June, so this is going to be 2 months worth of progress, and I've got several things rolling out, so it's not too bad. This is a project that was created by Emily from Emily and Max, and it was originally a booktuber's idea, Books with Maddie, I believe her name is, and Emily asked her if she could tweak it to fit the painting world, and Maddie said yes, so here we are. This is the second year that we're doing this, and hopefully she brings it back next year because it's a lot of fun. I am not going to explain anything about it because I am assuming everybody has already watched many deck of painting videos, and I don't want to waste anybody's time, least of all my own. So we're just going to get right into it. So first I was working on the prompt for astrology sign. I am a Libra, so I brought in this julep nail polish in the shade Libra. It's like a shiny silvery light pink. I believe this was a 7 of something because I have it down for 7 uses, and I remember putting it in for as many uses as whatever the card was. I only have 4, so I still have 3 uses to go on this one, so that is still staying in. Next is brand you own the most from. I mean, I don't have an inventory because that's a lot of work. So this is my best estimation. I have a lot of stuff from Juvia's Place. So I picked something from Juvia's Place. This is actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is one of their lip glosses in the shade Cultured. I wanted to use this 10 times, and I've got 6 uses on it. So I still have 4 more uses on this as well. Then for out of control category, of course I picked an eyeshadow palette because, I mean, my eyeshadows in general are out of control, but I'm really trying to touch more of my palettes this year. So I brought in my Adept Cosmetics Amunet New palette, and I brought it in No Pan Left Behind style. And I believe I used it 3 times to use each shade. There's 12 shades in here. Anyway, this is what the inside of the palette looks like. They're, I think, like kind of I don't know about reformulating, but they're changing some of the shades up in here. So they're re-releasing this, but as just the Amunet palette, I believe. And while this is really nice, and I would like to get the new one, there's not enough difference for me to get the new one when I have this. This is the dark version. This shade Seth is different in the light and the dark versions, and I think the light one was just, it was like a light tan transition shade or something. I was like, I don't want that. So this is really nice, and I'm glad that I used it and put all the shades on my eyes. And I don't know that I have any looks that I have a picture of that I used this palette with, but if I do, I will try to put them up. But this is rolling on. Oh, I'm going to take off my Post-it so I can stick this back in its little slot. Okay, then the next prompt I was working on was SPF, and I have this Alba Botanica Soothing Sunscreen. It was the pure lavender scent. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. I didn't count all my uses. I have 5 like tally marks, but I know I used it more than that. This was fine. I don't know that it was the best sunscreen I've ever used, and honestly, this is only 4 ounces. Like, I did not get very many uses out of this, so I'm glad that I only paid, I mean, I'm sure I could get some bigger sunscreens at Target that are the same price, but this was only $6 at TJ Maxx, so I'm not too worried about it. But this one is also empty. And then finally, social media pics. When I've got this prompt, I just asked one of my friend groups on Instagram. I gave them a bunch of choices. Oh, the lighting we're just going to roll with it. Anyway, The item they picked for me out of the choices that I gave them was this CoverGirl True Blend Serving Sculpt palette in the shade Bloom Babe. And my goal was just to use this 5 times because I'm working on a lot of face products. And I did that. I got 5 uses in 2 months. But I don't know about now. I am darker than the last time that I used this, but I wasn't sure that I would be able to use this in the summer because of like the bronzer, but I definitely can. The only
I want the soda.
like the
I want the soda.
well, you can help me pick cards. We're doing cards next. The only thing is this highlighter is like a little more satiny, I guess, than I really generally prefer, but I mean it's not a big deal. It still has a pretty sheen, so I'm glad that I got 5 more uses on it because I haven't touched that thing in a while. But of course that means that it is time to pick cards, and
I have to sit somewhere.
well, I have to shuffle first, honey, and then you can help me pick. And
I
oh gosh, I didn't print out the game board. I'll be I know. Well, sorry. Maybe I'll be a proper YouTuber and like try to take a screenshot of it this time, but I'm not making any guarantees.
Okay.
But if I will just somehow get the board up on the screen. I haven't looked at it. I don't like to look at it beforehand. I like to go in totally blind when I do this.
Couple is 2.
Yeah.
It's made of 1 plus 1.
Okay. Pick a card. The very bottom, show it to the camera. Show it to the camera. 6 of clubs. Okay. You got that one. That is winter. So like a winter themed or something I would wear in the winter. Okay.
Okay.
Pick another. Oh, very top. Okay, show it to the camera.
I
Show it. No, you picked it already. That's it.
I want a club.
Well,
A
8
heart.
of clubs. Well, you have to try to pick a heart. The 8 of clubs is this time last year. I'll have to look at the list of prompts to see what that means, but I'm guessing like something that I... Hold on! I'm guessing that means something that I bought around this time last year, which...
Perhaps.
I don't know. I'll have to go through like my Ulta orders or something. Okay, pick one more. Yeah, pick one from the middle. Show. Oh, it's not a heart, but it's a diamond. See here, I'll show it the right way up so they can see the kitty being a cat and just swiping all those diamonds right off the counter onto the floor. Don't pick your nose, please. Madeline, get your finger out of your nose. Madeline Cecilia, okay, you're done in my video.
I have to get on.
This is the Jack of Diamonds, which is whole collection roulette. Which, as I said, I don't have an inventory, so what I do is, let's see if I can do this. No, I can't flip the view as I'm talking, but I have my makeup cabinet, and I just randomize like the shelf and then the baskets or various containers on the shelf, and I'll just do it that way. So that is what I'm looking at, and I gotta go pick some products now, and I will be right back. Okay, that took a little longer than I expected. So first, Madeline drew for me the 6 of clubs, which is a winter item. And for that, I decided to pick my Glaminatrix Silent Night palette because Christmas, winter, you get it.
Christmas.
This is what it looks like inside. It's very, very wintry, very pretty. But the shade Baubles is insane. And she doesn't have this palette anymore, but she sells this shade as a single, so just saying. It just shifts like every single color. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to do that no pan left behind style as per usual. Then the next one is an 8 of clubs. This time last year, I was not having any luck looking through my Ulta orders. Apparently they don't go back that far, and I just didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, so I looked at my old videos to see if I did any haul videos, and I did unbox some friend mail last July, and one of the things in it was this Hourglass Blush in Diffused Heat. So I'm going to bring this in for a 10 use goal. I think I've used this like maybe once or twice. I'm not quite sure, although this is pretty light, so this probably could have gone in the winter category as well. We're gonna see. I feel like I know they're the swirled ones. This one has a lot of that lighter powder in it, so we'll see how this works out, but I'm gonna do 10 uses on that. And then the last card is the Jack of Diamonds, which is whole collection roulette. And as I said, I have 5 shelves on my makeup cabinet. I did 1 through 5. I got shelf 1, that's my perfumes, and then some of like my more, I guess, special palettes, like eyeshadow palettes that I want to display and have out a little more. Of course, I got another eyeshadow palette. I got the second little palette holder organizer thing. And then I got the first palette that was in there, which is another Glaminatrix Cosmetics palette. This is the You Beauty palette, which I don't know if she already has, but I believe she's restocking this at some point this year, which if you didn't get a chance to get this, I would recommend it. So this is what it looks like, and I'll give you a swatch of my favorite shade. It's this one down here. Good day. It's very similar to actually the shadow I'm wearing on my inner corner, which is Phoenix from Terra Moons, although Phoenix is a little more iridescent than this one is. It's just so stinking pretty. And again, I'm just going to bring this palette in for no pan left behind. Only she's happy now. She was not happy earlier. I'm just going to say. So that is it for this update. I'm excited to play with these new eyeshadows, even though I'm working on so many eyeshadows right now, but it's fine. And I'm glad to like finally use this Hourglass blush that was kindly gifted to me, because these things ain't cheap, so I want to get some use on it. She's rolling around in bubble wrap. It's fine. But that is it for me today. I know my uploading schedule has been very inconsistent this past summer, but it is summertime. Between her and Nathaniel, I have my hands full. I don't always get to film when I want to, and it has been so hot and humid. Like, I've actually not been wearing makeup more often than not, which is kind of rare. I like to do my makeup every day, but it's just sometimes just so stinking hot, and I just can't deal with it. So it is what it is. Hopefully things will calm down a little bit once start of school rolls around. But until then, things are going to be kind of sporadic. So I really appreciate anybody who sticks around, even though updates might be far and few between at points, but we all know how it goes. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy and cool. And I will talk to you in the next one.